So, if you get on social media today, the only thing that you are seeing popping up on your feed, likely on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat, whatever the case may be, chances are that you are seeing something revolving around the death of Juice WRLD. This video is not to really talk about the death itself, but it's to talk about Juice WRLD's legacy and the issue that I keep seeing in the music industry with how these labels treat their artists, especially after death. So, give me 5 minutes of your free time, probably not even that. I'll explain what I mean in just a few short minutes, and then you guys can carry on with your day. That's all I ask. So, I woke up this morning, I got on Twitter, I've seen people posting up about this left and right. A buddy of mine just sent me a message, and he's like, man, I'm done. And I didn't understand what he was talking about at first, but I got on Twitter, I got on social media, and the whole story with Juice WRLD, passing away is blowing up. It is just all over the place. And a lot of people are upset about it. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talking about it. I even seen Ski Mask, the Slump God, mention it on Twitter as well. We all know that Ski Mask is actually really good buddies with Juice WRLD. They did the song Nuketown together, which is a fucking phenomenal song, by the way. But yeah, at this point, we all know that he has sadly passed away. He's a great artist in my opinion. I absolutely love all of his music that I've listened to. I like both of his albums that I've listened to. I even tried to get into some of his older stuff. I really like his song Moonlight that was actually released before he really got big, before he really got to the level that he's at now. And after he's passed away, I already know that there's going to be like this big popularity surge that is going to happen on his name, right? There's going to be a lot of people coming in and checking out his music now, especially since he passed away, because this story has literally blown up. I've said it like 2 or 3 times already in this video, but it's just true, right? We all know that this story is blown up. Moving on from that. Earlier, I went out and I was just, purchasing some food and whatnot. And I kept having this thought that kept lingering on my mind more than anything else as I was thinking about this whole ordeal. And this is an issue that I keep seeing in the music industry. And I'll give one specific example that I see of that in the music industry of a death of an artist that I truly love that passed away a little while back. So what that issue is after an artist passes away, there is this issue with the label, the music industry, specifically with the label. They try to milk that artist to death. And I'm not saying that literally, I'm saying that as a metaphor. They literally, they milk the artist's music down to the skin and bone. And I see that, quite frankly, a lot in the music industry whenever a musician or an artist passes away. And one example that comes to mind is actually X, or people refer to him as Triple X or Jaw on social media. People refer to him as that. I specifically just refer to him as X. He's honestly one of my favorite, if not my favorite artist of all time. I'll be straight up honest with that. Juice WRLD actually comes pretty high up there, probably in my top 5 to top 10, but nowhere near X. I truly love X's music with like a passion, and I listen to it on a daily basis. And I see this. I keep seeing this, especially with X's music. We just know that we know that there was an album that was released a few days ago called Bad Vibes Forever. That was a huge album that involved a lot of X's music. I guess the label was finally like, hey, we cannot do this anymore. We can't, milk this artist any more than what it already has. So what's going on is I feel like since Juice WRLD passed away, there is this issue with the label, and the label is going to simply try to milk as much money out of the fans as possible. They are literally going to be releasing a ton of music over a period of time, and it's just going to be like these short albums that they're charging, like $10, $20 for, and they're putting up on Spotify. They're simply just going to be milking his music down to the skin and bone. And I see that with X's music, especially when they released Skins, which was only like a 10-song album that wasn't a really long album. Honestly, it was a good album in my opinion, but not the best album that it wasn't an album that I truly wanted or truly expected. It was good, but it definitely wasn't as good as Bad Vibes Forever or 17 or his album Question Mark. It's just true. So basically, just to sum up this video in like a sentence or two, I'm simply scared that his label, Juice WRLD's label, is simply going to try to milk his music. They're just going to milk the fans of his music until they can get every penny, nickel, dime, quarter, dollar, as much as possible, basically. I'm just kind of scared that I'm going to see that. Juice WRLD is an amazing artist. He is truly phenomenal. I love all of his music. He makes fantastic music. But I'm afraid that I'm going to end up seeing that with his music since he passed away here, just earlier today. It's sad, and I really hope I don't see it, but I have a feeling that I will see it, and I will see the label treat his legacy, treat this artist the way that they treated another artist, which is X, that I truly love. Anyways, I guess I went over the 5-minute mark. I apologize for that, but thank you all for tuning in to this short little video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope I got my point, my opinion across on this, and I really hope that this doesn't happen, but I truly have a feeling that it will. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Smash like. I'll see you all in the next one.